I'm here in the building every day, and almost every day I hear a legislator start a sentence with, well, I was talking to so-and-so from my district and this is what they told me, or here's a story I heard from a local business owner, and they bring that right into their discussions when they're writing the laws. So I think that's one of the most important reasons to get involved. Also, I think it's really important for people to be involved in policy that affects them. So if you're a small business owner and there's legislation being considered that would affect your business, who's a better expert to talk about it than you?
Well, I think there's a lot of issues right now. Taxes, spending, education. There's, the climate change issue. There's tons of issues that people really need to get involved with, become aware of what people are doing in this body to try to work on those issues, and to find out how your legislator in particular is voting on them.
It's important to get in touch with your legislator. We have a lot of people that do that. Sometimes they're prompted by an email to say this is going on in the State House, but it is your opportunity to reach out to your member or the person that's representing you to let them know how you feel, and we're open to take those calls for you.
Also in this hallway are 3 of the important rooms in the State House. We have the coat room, where when you come in and you're marching in from the snowstorm, ready to visit your legislator, you can dump your stuff in the coat room there and you don't have to carry it around. We also have room 11. It's the largest meeting room in the State House, and many times if you come to a public hearing, it will be held in this room, or sometimes if there's just a bigger meeting, this room can seat 150 people, so all of the House representatives can sit at one time in this room. It's also where the majority holds its caucuses. Room 10, the smaller room, is where the minority holds its caucuses. This is the lobby area, and if you're in the State House and you're trying to figure out where something is, or you just need some information, you can visit the Sergeant-at-Arms office. The folks who work with the Sergeant-at-Arms all wear green coats in the State House. So if you're walking through the State House and you need some information, you can ask anyone who's wearing a green coat and they'll be able to direct you to the room you're looking for, or to help you find a specific legislator. So this is the Cedar Creek room, and this room is an important room because it's where a lot of the gatherings are held. If there's a press conference or a reception, it's often held in this room, and it's during the legislative session. It's a very busy room, and it's often a place you can find your legislators and just talk to them. So we just walk through the cafeteria there, and that's where a lot of the legislators, where you're going to find them. You want to come at breakfast time or at lunchtime. That's a great time to connect with your legislators. And it's super easy. You just walk right up to somebody and say, hi, excuse me, I'm your constituent. I've been hoping to talk with you. It's great if you can call ahead and leave a message at either the Sergeant-at-Arms office. That number is 802-828-2228. Or you can look up your legislator on the website, and a lot of times their own personal cell phone will be on the website, and you can leave a message with them that way as well.
I think a number of different ways you can do it. You can email the State House, the Sergeant-at-Arms office, to send a message to your legislator. You can actually come to the legislature and set up a meeting with that person. Or back home, you could call a person at home and express a desire to meet with them or talk about a particular bill or an issue or whatever.
Well, basically, we get a lot of phone calls in, and the people can reach out to their legislator on their own, by going to our website, finding their contact information, calling them, or emailing them. That's one way. The other way is just to call us on our number, and we will take a message for their member, and then our pages here at the State House deliver the message to them. Coming to the State House and you want to meet your legislator, sometimes it's a good idea to arrange that ahead of time, but there are times when you might just be here. You can fill out a form and a message to them and say, I'm going to be here in the cafeteria at noon, it would be great to meet up with you. They may have time there, or they may not. They're very busy. But there's an opportunity to come anyway and see if they're available.
There are people just like you. They're from your town or from the town next to your town. They ran for office because they want to do what's right for the state. I've never met a legislator who is here just because they want the power and prestige involved with being a legislator. It's not really that great a job in Vermont. It's a lot of hard work. It's fairly low pay. And so they're here because they want to do a good job for you, their constituents, and they really value the feedback they get from constituents.
So we like the people to come. It is what we consider the people's house, of course, so we want you to come and visit us here at the State House.